What's up, guys? Brand new Overwatch patch notes just came out for Season 10. This is going to be starting tomorrow. There's going to be a brand new mode, but I'm really more interested in the buffs and nerfs, but there is going to be a brand new mode, and it says it's going to be through April 29th. There's a new mode called Clash. It's a brand new game mode, and it says it's core. I'm assuming if it means that it's core, that means that it should be in ranked and unranked. Otherwise, they would say maybe quick play only mode, whatever, limited time thing. Anyways, Clash is a new mode where there's 5 objectives placed in a linear pattern on a mirrored map. There's only one objective at a time. You can either capture all the points or if you happen to have like more points at the end. I'm guessing it's similar to some of the modes that we already have where there's like, I guess, 3 points and then you win versus like the 2-point control point maps. But this is a brand new mode, so it might be a little bit different. As far as the win conditions, yeah, if you capture all 5 of them or some sort of score happens. I was thinking it's kind of like domination from Call of Duty, but I'll have to wait and see how it actually works. And then on top of that, of course, there's going to be another new map. This is Hanoka over here. It's never before seen, so it's a brand new map. And they're doing some Mythic Hero skin updates for this. So Mythic Hero skins are unlocked for 50 Mythic Prisms over here, and they can be leveled up with 10 Mythic Prisms. And you can unlock the skin, and all are available for customizations for a Mythic Hero skin for 80 Prisms. Okay, so I guess you'll have to buy these, but if you can earn these in-game, that would be pretty cool. So can be earned in the Premium Battle Pass and be used in the Mythic Shop. Okay, so you can earn them in a Battle Pass, and you get to get the Mythic skins by just purchasing them. Okay, I was wondering if we would just get them for free, but it doesn't look like it. Next up, though, this is the thing that I'm most excited about. Like, there's like things where you can hide your name if you're a streamer or something like that, whatever. Anyways, the more important thing is the buffs and nerfs. Where are the buffs and nerfs? Competitive updates, competitive role, specific titles. Oh, this is just like little words on it. Don't really care too much about it. I want to see the buffs and the nerfs. Where are the buffs and the nerfs? New hero. Obviously, you guys are seeing gameplay of the new hero right now. As far as Doomfist goes, let's check him out. So Doomfist, Rocket Punch, then Powered Punch is no longer consumed when the windup is canceled by using Seismic Slam or Power Block. Okay, this is a thing that like sometimes you would just have to block or you try to jump out of the way. So this is technically a buff for Doomfist, but like it's not really a buff, if that makes sense, because it's again something where like a good player, so you would just not use some other move to cancel it. Junker Queen, the impact on her ultimate is getting increased, so more damage on the impact. It's a small amount, but because all the health increase, there's probably a lot of these smaller changes here. But overall, that's going to be a buff for Junker Queen. Very small one, that was 15 damage. Then Earth Shatter, they're going to increase the knockdown duration to 3 seconds and 2.75. Does that matter? It might matter in, you know, very rare circumstances. But the range being increased, that probably helps out quite a bit. So overall, buff to Ryan, but he still is probably going to be really weak. Considering the only buff is the ultimate, that's crazy. Next up, though, Sigma, the experimental barrier. The movement speed has gotten increased from 16.5 to 20. So Sigma, that's going to be overall buff. Then with Wrecking Ball, the Grappling Claw, hold the jump input while the Grappling Claw is attached to terrain to retract it, pulling yourself towards the anchor point. Okay, this is going to be overall probably a buff, right? And then now has a 1-second cooldown if Wrecking Ball never reaches ramming speed before canceling the ability. So if you accidentally like get hacked, hindered, whatever, I guess that is how that works. And then the maximum duration timer no longer triggers unless he reaches ramming speed. Okay, so again, I would say that's probably overall buff. And then with the adaptive shield, can now be reactivated to redistribute up to 300 overhealth to nearby allies, capping at 75. Wow, this is massive. So you can overheal and then have all your allies get a bonus, but usually Ball just kind of goes in, I want to say turbo feeds. But nonetheless, that's going to be definitely a nice buff for a Ball. And now, if you have a Ball on your team, it's not like he just kind of goes off and does his own thing. He actually can help. And enemy and ally detection radius increase from 10 to 13. Okay, so it's going to be another buff. So he's going to be able to give the bonus of his shields and the ally shields a buff. Let's see if he actually does anything with this. The Minefield, the health got increased from 50 to 60. It's actually going to be quite annoying as Genji, because what does Genji do? I think he does 28 damage now. That means you're going to have to throw 3 shurikens to kill 1 mine. Okay, that is pretty massive for like certain numbers. That is pretty big, but they are easier to hit, but whatever. So those are the changes with tanks, I guess. Now we're moving into the DPS category. So are we changing the DPS category? I like the passive where we reduce the healing. Looks like no. Then as far as Sombra goes, the virus, the total damage got decreased by 10, but it matters because if you hack the target, they take more damage. But overall, A small little nerf on Sombra. The Tracer Recall, the cooldown got increased by 1 second. Pulse Bomb, the base projectile size got decreased, but the total projectile size is now 0.25 meters. Okay, so nerf, I guess, to the size over there. And Venture, I'm really curious to see what happens because I want to do an unranked GM with Venture. So Drill Dash, the impact damage got decreased from 60 to 40, so nerf over there. The damage over time got increased from 40 to 60, so more damage with, I guess, the little like drill ability. It's on the damage over time, so it's the same amount of damage in total because we go from 60 to 40 and 40 to 60, so it's the same numbers, but it's gonna feel like, well, if they happen to have like a Lucio or any sort of like heal that can activate over time and it's like buffing, maybe you won't secure the kill. Then Clobber, the impact damage got decreased from 40 to 30, but the damage over time got increased. Really weird change, but I would say it almost seems like a non-change. Then with Tectonic Shock, the vertical knockback got decreased. So this should allow you to follow up. Let's see what they say with this. We are redistributing the damage on some of their abilities so that positioning relative to the enemy and tracking a target are more important for dealing maximum damage. I mean, it's overall just straight up nerfs. Although this one over here, I would say it could be argued that it is a nerf, but in most circumstances, I want to say it's a buff because that means that like you can follow up with your ultimate. This is, I believe, the ability, right? If that's what it means when you hit them with the ultimate, they don't bounce as high. Again, that's a buff and a nerf. It's arguable on that one, but overall, not too many big changes with the brand new Venture character. So as far as Alori goes, the Soul Rifle, the primary fire rate got increased, so this would be a nerf. The fire heal per second over here, this got increased, so that's a buff. Lucio, the damage per projectile got decreased, so less DPS on Lucio. The Sound Wave, the damage got increased from 35 to 45 over there, so a little change over there. And then with Rejuvenating Dash, the heal got increased. Tree of Life, oh, this is Life Weaver. So Life Weaver, the heal heals 10 more. With the Tree of Life, the pulse healing got increased. There's a lot of times when that ult gets popped, you still just absolutely your team still loses like really fast anyway, so I guess that's kind of nice for Life Weaver mains. Moira, the Biotic Grasp damage got decreased. The Coalescence self-healing got increased over there, so small little nerf to Moira and then buff over here, but it's really small, but it can matter in the long terms of a like fight when a 1v1. So there's a Master Hero Gauntlet, and then maps. In a previous update, resolved an issue where map jump pads could not be deactivated. Oh, that's actually really good. I had this issue even on ranked. There were some maps where like you could not utilize the jump pads. Circuit Royale. Okay, they fixed an issue where the payloads tires were launching players. Okay, that's interesting. Okay, so there's small little things. Heroes. Oh, is there anything different with this? Fixed an issue duplicate could prevent a death being counted as if it was used as echo falls off the map. Oh, okay, whatever. These are just probably a bunch of bug fixes. I'm not going to go into the bug fixes. I find that relatively boring. I was actually kind of surprised that there's not any like big changes. Let me know, guys, what you think of the newer patch notes. Are you excited about this? I'm excited because there's a new hero, but like there's nothing in these changes except for maybe with Ball that like I would say has a larger impact on the game. But which hero are you guys going to be playing next season with these newer updates? I would say most of the stuff doesn't matter too much. I guess Sigma got a nice buff over here. I mean, that making that thing go faster is going to be able to maybe be more reactive on blocking things. But other than, again, Ball, there really isn't something it's like super nerfed to the point where, oh, this is now unplayable, or super buffed to the point where like this is really good, 100% best character in the game, you know, for this season, it's the flavor of the month. There's nothing like that here, okay? But hopefully in the mid-season update, it'll be a little bit bigger. But I'm curious to know, what do you guys think of the newest update? Let me know it down below. But we'll definitely be doing an unranked GM with Venture. So if you guys want to see it and you're new here, hit subscribe, turn the bell, and you'll definitely see it. But take care, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.